Good afternoon to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another Sneaker Talk video, the series where I talk about the latest sneaker releases, I talk about the latest sneaker news, and of course, well, in the series, we just discuss anything to do with boots, shoes, or just sneakers in general. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be covering an upcoming release. I'm going to be covering the collaborative release between Supreme New York and Nike, as they are working on a couple pairs of Zoom Air Flight 95s for Supreme's Spring-Summer 2022 collection. But before I can start talking about Supreme, Nike, anything like that, I've got to talk about you guys. So, literally like an hour ago, just before I was about to start recording this video, you guys came in and helped the channel reach the new subscriber milestone of 3,320 subscribers. And I just wanted to come out quite quickly at the start of this video and thank both the private and public subscribers for supporting the channel and subscribing to the channel. Without you guys, I obviously wouldn't be hitting these milestones. It's awesome to see us just keep going up. Once we hit 3,325, I'll update our little subscriber milestone badge over here, because, you know, as I always say, YouTube doesn't care until you hit 100k. But I care that you guys are subscribing to the channel. It's always very nice to see, so thank you for 3,320, and hopefully with your guys' continuous support we can reach 3,325 before the end of May. Okay, let's start talking about Supreme and Nike collaborating for week 11 of Supreme's Spring-Summer 2022 collection. Now, I know, some of you are probably worried. You hear Supreme, you hear Nike, you're like, oh no, not another collaboration that's just gonna miss. And, I mean, that's a very fair call to make, because, I mean, I'm gonna say it, I don't know if you'll necessarily agree with it, but most of the Supreme-Nike collaborations are definitely a miss. There are a couple that definitely hit, but I would say the large majority of them are misses. Or at least most of the colorways in the collaborations are misses, and there might be like one redeemable colorway. Now, will this upcoming Zoom Air Flight 95 collaboration for week 11 be a miss or a hit? Well, I have seen one of the colorways and it hasn't swayed me so far, so at the moment I'm thinking it's a miss. But I want to cover everything before I make that definitive decision. So what we'll be covering in today's video is the release details, the editorial, so a couple people rocking the pairs, and then of course the individual images of the pairs themselves, so we get an off-foot look as well as an on-foot look, and of course I'll be chucking my thoughts and opinions and everything throughout. Now, how we're going to cover all those details is of course by using a HYPEBEAST article. We'll head over to that article now and we'll start covering the release details for this collaboration. And here we are at the HYPEBEAST article that we're going to be using today, guys. If you want to have a read of it yourselves, or you want to steal some images from it or whatever, it'll be linked down in that description section below. But as we can see, we're rocking some pretty colorful and crazy outfits for these all over print crazy shoes. We'll dive into that in a second, but we do need to cover those release details first. So, the Supreme Nike Zoom Air Flight 95 will be releasing, we'll see a global release available via Supreme's online store and in-store locations May 5th, 11 AM EDT time in the US, and of course, a couple days later, the lovely people in Japan will get it on the Saturday, 7th of May, 11 AM Japanese Standard Time in-store and online. And I'm going to assume the lovely people in Europe and the UK will also be getting this. We will be covering further release details of week 11 in the drop list video coming after this video, so stay tuned for that. But I assume it's just the regular Supreme release details. As always, just be there for that week 11 drop, and I'm sure you'll be able to pick these up regardless of your region, even though this article only highlights the US and Japan region release details. But if you have any further questions about the release or anything like that, drop them in that comment section below. Will these be releasing on Nike as well. I mean, we could probably check Nike sneakers now and see if that's the case, but there's a good chance. We'll just have to see. I just wouldn't bet on it today. I think that they would probably release a little bit later instead of on the same day that Supreme gets them. You know, so Supreme gets that early drop for those people that are really into it. But yeah, we'll just have to see if they also get a Nike release, if you do miss out on them on the Supreme release there. But anyway, now that we've covered all the release details, let's dive in, guys. We have the editorial first, a couple people rocking the pairs, and then we have some individual images. So let's get into that editorial first and see how these Zoom Air Flight 95s are shaping up. Okay, I gotta say, the outfits are pretty crazy. The matching pants and jacket, it's pretty wild, but I gotta appreciate it. It takes some guts to rock something like that, you know? You gotta be feeling yourself, you know? Yeah, so we can see two colorways being showcased to us here of these Zoom Air Flight 95s. I'm always like, I'm going to struggle to remember that name. I've got to refer to it all the time up here because it's got such a long name. We've got the blue bandana color showcased here and what looks like a brown bandana color showcased as well. And we'll see if we can get a close-up. Ah, beautiful. That's exactly what I want. We've got Supreme showcased all around the back of the midsole here. A bandana print throughout. I kind of like how the bandana print comes through the midsole here. It's got kind of a nice touch. We've got some embroidered swooshes on the side and toe box there, and what looks like to be some suede material for these panels here. I'm really trying to dunk on it, but it's not as bad as I first thought it was gonna be. But it's not blowing me away either. So at the moment, it's probably sitting at about a 5 out of 10 average. It's not too crazy. It's not too ugly, but it's not fantastic. It's not persuading me to be like, you know, wow, this is one of the best Supreme collaborations with Nike I've seen in a while. It's okay. It's okay. Those pants are absolutely wild though. We get the blue colorway showcased to us here. So far, I'm feeling the brown the most. I think there is a third colorway. I don't actually know how many there are because remember, I try and stay away from the spoilers as much as I can. Here's the third colorway, a black colorway. It's really the safest to go with. I actually quite like the look of matching it with bandanas on your upper half as well. This is a nice touch. If I was to pick up these shoes, if they were to make them in a US 16 or 17, which they won't, if I was, I think styling it like this is a smart way about doing it. You know, wearing something that is also bandana with it. I could see like maybe rocking the Capital bandana zip up hoodie in the black with these black ones. You know, you could get something going on there. It's not impossible to wear these shoes. It's definitely possible. Yeah, or maybe just like black on black fit, have a black bandana or a bandana matching the color of the shoes, fed through a belt loop or something like that. That could be a look. Yeah, I'm thinking way too much into the styling of this, like I'm gonna be able to pick up a pair. But like it could be done, you know, like you can do it. I gotta say, this is probably the best fits that I've seen with it so far. Just keeping it, you know, super basic and letting the crazy shoes be crazy, but also matching it with the, I gotta say, guy on the left here, I'm feeling it. But yeah, I think we've got two more images. There we go, got another image showcasing it. I think, yeah, the black ones are the most versatile, probably the easiest to rock. Yeah, okay. I gotta say, I think blue is my least favorite. It's just really vibrant and in your face. Like looking at it, like, Jesus, you see it from a mile away. Like I focus less on the purple and green flames outfit, and I just see those blue shoes. I'm like, yo, jeez, there, I can see them a mile away. But yeah, the black ones and the brown ones, yeah, they're okay. They're okay. Well, now that we've seen some photos of it showcased on foot, let's go check out some close-ups, some better breakdowns of how it looks off foot as well. Here we go, a nice little zoom up here. So yeah, we can see the bandana detailing is over the top of a nice leather there. We got the embroidered swoosh. We got the Supreme detailing all around the back there, around the air bubble there. The air text is almost completely non-existent. You can barely see it with the bandana print there. Yeah, again, I've got to praise the bandana print throughout here, throughout the midsole. It just makes it look like it's like one piece of leather right here with having the bandana print continue over here. it's a nice way of handling it. We got that suede along the sides here, and then we got the swoosh on the toe box there. Yeah, I don't know. The pull tab, I don't know if I'm feeling the pull tab, but I suppose, yeah. We got the more bandana on the tongue, still kept quite tasteful. I'm trying to fault them as much as I can, even though I shouldn't come in with that mindset, but yeah, I don't think it's that bad. It's okay. We've got, of course, it wouldn't be a Supreme Nike collaboration if we didn't have the co-branded insoles. It wouldn't be a Supreme Nike collab if we didn't have Supreme and Nike written on the inside, Keep going on. Lights on the pull tabs. Yeah. I can get around that. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I know there's probably a lot of you guys out there really feeling the blue, but I just can't do it. It's a bit too vibrant for me. A little bit too loud. Black's not too bad. Yeah, nice and easy to wear. Yeah. It's not, yeah, okay. All in all, I was coming in thinking it's going to be a lot worse than it is. I actually don't think this is that bad. Again, though, it's sitting at a solid 5 or 6 out of 10, depending on the color. Maybe the blue one a little bit less than a 5, maybe a 4. But yeah, it's not the worst Supreme collaboration with Nike that I've seen, but it doesn't exactly blow me away. I'm not looking at this like, wow, this is sneaker of the year, man. But I'm not mad at these. It's just Supreme and Nike doing their crazy collabs as always. Yeah, pretty possible, but maybe you feel very differently. Maybe you feel very passionately for it or against it. Maybe you're like, this is absolutely amazing. I'm going to be rocking this bandana print Zoom Air Flight 95s with some bandana stuff that I've already got. Sick. Maybe you're on the other end of the spectrum and you're like, this is absolutely ass. I can't believe Supreme is releasing this with Nike. That's totally fair as well. I would love to hear what your, varying thoughts and opinions are on this collaboration down in that comment section below. Well, guys, that is everything to discuss to do with this Supreme Nike Zoom Air 95 collaboration. It's releasing in week 11 of Supreme's Spring-Summer 2022 collection, which is May the 5th for most of the world, and then on the 7th, on the Saturday, for Japan. It may be getting a Nike release, but I have not sussed that out, so I don't actually know. And we covered the editorial, the release details, the off-foot images, the individual images, and my thoughts and opinions on it though, guys. So now we just need to hear who's picking it up. I want to hear from you guys. If you are picking up this collab, let me know in that comment section below. What color are you feeling? Which colors aren't you feeling? Maybe some of you guys are really like the blue ones. It was just a little bit too bright for me. That blue was very intense, but maybe you feel differently. Maybe you're like, nah, it's perfect. It'll look way better in person. Let me know which ones you're picking up and which colors are your favorite down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming Supreme collabs, upcoming Supreme releases, you got to give me the 3 indicators I'm always asking you for, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and the best indicator of them all, a subscribe to the channel. Now, as mentioned at the start of this video, we're trying to hit that new subscriber milestone of 3325. Only 5 more subs. Hopefully, you tell a mate, they tell a mate, etc., etc. Hopefully, we'll hit 3325 before the end of May. But that's everything to really talk about when it comes to this collaboration, guys. I wish you the best of luck if you're going for a pair. I hope you managed to pick it up in the size and color you are after. But until the next Nike video, until the next Supreme video, until the next Sneaker Talk video in general, I'll catch you later.